What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patron supporter that's obviously from overseas. He wanted me to talk about why are we as Americans so divided with our politics, specifically the Republicans and the Democrats. And this is a good ass question because it is. Now, for all you guys that don't know, especially for this guy here I think was an overseas guy. He's not from America. He asked me why you Americans are so politics are so fucking divided. And so for all you guys that don't know, not from over here in America and curious about this also, it's really been ratcheted up with Donald Trump in office. It hasn't always been like this. I'm not gonna sit here and act like the politics ain't always been kind of like divided, but it's more now with Donald Trump in office because he kind of skates on that racial line, kind of like he don't say nothing specific, but he kind of like treads that line on. Was that kind of a little racist? He kind of skates on that line, so it's more rampant now, right? With him in office, he hasn't said the N word, he hasn't called Italians the G word, or he hasn't called Hispanics the S word, but it's like he go right to that line and he stop. You know, he go right to the line. He like, don't cross that line, but he go right to it, and you listening. And you just waiting on him to say the wrong word one day, and he stopped right short of that. So it's real wrenching it up, all right. And if you're watching this and you white, you wouldn't understand. To you it don't sound like it, but when you're a minority, he goes right to that line, and then he's just like, whoop, I ain't gonna go that far. That's what it sounds like to most of the minorities. For all you white people that wonder like why such the backlash on Trump, that's why, because he skates that line. But I came up with 4 talking points on what's the situation for all you guys, specifically some of you young guys that don't know too much about politics. And like I told you guys, I don't even vote no more. I don't even care nothing about that. Simply the fact that it's just a bunch of bull crap. Pretty much none of the presidents. I'm not telling you guys not to vote for all the guys. Come on here. I just stopped caring about it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I just stopped caring about it. I no longer care who wins. I just worry about what I can control. But I'm not telling you guys not to vote. So don't say that. You guys go vote. I'm just telling you, me specifically, I just stopped caring about it because you get a president in and say, okay, man, my guy won. He's in the office. And then you got Congress, everything he wants to pass, he can't pass because Congress like, nope. And I'm like, what the fuck we went out and voted for then? I'm just like, the shit is stupid. You know, it's less like, you know, I know we got checks and balances, but I'm like, okay, my guy said he gonna do this, he gonna do that. We voted him in, let's get it done. He write up a bill, Congress votes, no. What the hell we went and voted for? It's like, I'm like, so I just got tired of it. So I'm pretty much done with it or whatever. But I got 4, and not saying that's gonna last forever. Who knows? Maybe next year or next election, maybe I change my mind. As of right now, I'm just through with elections. I just don't care no more. Can't no president do what they want to do. They get in, they make you a bunch of promises, and they mean what they say, but then they get in the office and they quickly realize we got a checks and balances. And then shit got to pass through the House of Representatives and Congress. And so usually only 10% of what they said they wanted to do, or 5% of what they said they was going to do, they can do because they can't get the Senate and the House of Representatives on board. So I'm like, man, this shit is just a bunch of just, you know what I'm saying? So how can I get excited about something the president says when I know he going to get in office and he going to get stonewalled by Congress? Like, come on. All right. But I came up with 4 talking points as into why we so divided. Number 1, and I'm with the conservatives on this. All right, I'm more like an independent right now. I'm with neither party. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm more. If you ask me what I am right now, I would classify myself as an independent, and you're gonna find out why. Number 1, I'm with the conservatives. Entitlements. Now, when I was young, I was big on entitlements. Yes. I deserve a check. I deserve housing. I deserve gas, health care, Medicare, Social Security. I was big on gimme government. I was big on it. Gimme government. until as you get older, you start to realize nothing's free. That's no free. As Dave Ramsey say, nothing is free. The government don't have no money to give you. Only way they have money to give you if they took it from somebody else, taxpayers. So when you take money from people who are on their grind and make things happen for, like, all you guys over here gonna feel this, because all you guys are, I'm guessing with my life that most of you guys are on your purpose. And y'all guys send me emails all the time about how to avoid burnouts and AMS, how you stay motivated and how you don't get sidetracked. So y'all over here working and grinding and doing all this, right? Busting your ass to build a business. You sacrificing. Why are you doing those sacrifices? You got freeloaders out here, and I got family members like this who sit on their ass, do nothing, waiting on a government handout. Do nothing. So while you working your 60, 80, 100 hours a week, somebody's going to tell you at the end of that you're blessed. While they sat on their ass partying, drinking Heinekens on the front porch, you studying. For all my guys over here that's in med school, lawyer schools, you do all that studying, hard work, busting your ass just to get to a point to where, 5 or 10 years from now, not only do you got saddled with debt out the ass, but you've come up with a good job. You're making 150, 200, 250 grand, whatever, right? Or maybe you built your business over the course of 10 years, and now you got it to where you're making, good money, decent money, right? Just for the government to say, hey, we're going to raise your taxes because we got these freeloads we got to take care of. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. Now, we all need help from time to time. I done fell on hard times or whatever. I have no problem with somebody who fell on hard time needing to go on food stamps, just like COVID hit. People had to go on food stamps. But I'm talking about specifically for the people who make a living off of the government. Those are the motherfuckers I have an issue with. Those goddamn entitlements. And it's funny because I used to be the biggest entitlements. Gimme, gimme, gimme. So when you tell conservatives that despite all the hard work you done, we're going to tax you more so we can sit over here and give, the women who slept with these thugs and Pookie and Ray Ray, and now they slept with the guys they wanted to sleep with, a bunch of deadbeat thugs, right? And as typical, the guys either ran off or in jail or wherever the fuck they at. They ain't taking care of their kids. And so now it's for us to raise their kids. So now we got to take care of their goddamn kids. So they over here busting nuts while you in school. So for all you guys over here, the beta males that are struggling to get women, and you busting your ass to become a high value male to raise your sexual market value, you know what your grand prize is for all that hard work when you get done? You get to raise Pookie and Ray Ray kid. And see, some of you guys just think you do that when you're in a relationship. No, the government do it for you. So when you paying them taxes, where the hell you think it going? It's going to Pookie and Ray Ray kids. So all that hard work, they ain't give you no pussy, they ain't give you no ass. They ignored you. You was a lame. When they slept with Pookie and Ray Ray, and Pookie and Ray Ray knocked them up. Now Pookie and Ray Ray going to jail or whatever the fuck he doing. Maybe he on with the next chick. Whatever the hell he's doing, and now here your government looking at you telling us, okay, now we need to raise your taxes because you got to take care of Pookie and Ray Ray kid. All right, I have an issue with that. All right, you chose to sleep with who you want to. Now deal with your goddamn consequences. Now I know we can't hold the kids responsible for parents' bad decisions and all that, but you can see why they cause it such an issue. And this just don't come from, well-off conservatives. This come from guys that make 30, 40 grand a year. They even though most times their taxes might not be raised, they still don't think it's right to raise a guy who taxes will be raised. And I don't. That's how I feel. Deal with your consequences. Live with your life. Yes, the government should have some safety net where you can have something to fall back on. Nobody should have to starve if they fall on hard times. But make it 3 months. 6 months. You got people living off food stamps for 20 years with no intentions of doing better. And that has to end. So number one split, and I'm with the conservatives on this, is the entitlements. It is a big split. In America, man, let me tell y'all guys something why I'm so against entitlements. And, we got Social Security and all this other stuff. The issue with that is if y'all guys just start investing in a 401k right now, say you 21 years old, and you guys can go and do this on an interest calculator on Google, right? Because I don't know off the top of my head. But let's just say you invest $100 a month into your 401k. Do that to your 60. You won't need a fucking Social Security check. Because you're going to be a millionaire. If you just invested $100, I'll do the exact math on it. I don't know what the exact math is. But if you're not a millionaire, you're going to be close to a fucking millionaire. If you just invested $100 a month. You see what I'm saying, guys? So you don't even really need Social Security if you do it right. Now, the government takes out for Social Security, right? But I'm just putting it in perspective. Don't depend on that because they say Social Security is bankrupt as is. So it might not be around when you guys retire. But the point being is you don't depend on Social Security. Depend on yourself. Invest in your 401k. Now, I know a lot of you guys might don't have $19,500 to invest in to max out the 401k in a year. I get that, but at least do $100 a month, especially for my young guys. If you 21 years old now, start investing $100 a month, but you don't want to do that. You want the new Jordans. That's fine. But then don't cry later when you're 60 years old and you ain't got shit to fall back on. See, all this is about choices. And that's what I'm saying, guys. Y'all guys got to learn how to take responsibility. Well, y'all guys are high value men. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to the freeloaders. People who want to live off the government. What I've learned in this world is right here. Your skin won't hold you down. Your sex won't hold you down. Nothing won't hold you down but your mindset. If you're willing to put the work in. If you're a guy watching this right now and you're a loser, you just found my work and you're a complete loser. Right now, I want you, instead of playing video games and flipping through the channel, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go and Google trade schools in my area. And then I want you to call those trade schools and find out what you need to do to get in that school. All right. If they say you need to get a GED or a high school diploma, go find out how to obtain a GED in my area. The whole point of me telling you guys this is, you see how easy it is if you're willing to take steps to be successful? If you're willing to put the work in, the opportunity is there. You just have to get off your ass and make it happen. Okay. So number one, guys, is entitlements. I'm totally with the conservatives on that. Number two, the ProLife versus ProChoice. Now, y'all guys, y'all done heard me talk about this before in videos. Y'all know I'm pro-life like a motherfucker. Now, how the fuck women have switched this to you're trying to tell a woman what to do with her body? How the fuck do you come up? Who thinks of this shit? I mean, how you, first of all, with pro-choice, right? First of all, the father don't get no say. Isn't that his baby too? So it's just your choice. Pro-choice would mean it's something we sat down and discussed. So just because you conceived a baby, I get no say in it. So it's just your choice. So it's not really pro-choice. It really should be your choice. Then the baby don't get no say in it. Now, I'm quite sure the baby would raise his hand if he got a vote and say, hey, I'm not ready to die yet, motherfucker. So how the hell motherfuckers came up with this and came up and reverse psychology it as into you trying to tell a woman what to do with her body? It is the most stupidest argument that I ever seen. And you have people who are Christians that actually can get on stage. You know, I heard Obama say he's pro-choice. I'm like, how can you get on stage and say you're a Christian and then say you pro-choice? It is the most ludicrous thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. And if you're a pro-choice guy, I don't give a fuck. It is a murder to me, and ain't nobody gonna ever change my fucking mind. Ain't nothing you can say to make me change my fucking mind on that. It is fucking murder. Period. If you want to go morning after pill, maybe I could give you that because it's not an embryo or nothing. But when you talking about 2 months, 3 months, man, get the fuck out of here. I can even make a case that I don't even agree with the morning after pill because the baby has been conceived. But you know what? I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Condom bust. You know, y'all wanted to have, y'all tried to have protective sex. The condom bust. You want to have a morning after pill or whatever, whatever. I could possibly, quite frankly, I don't even agree with that one, but I could give you that one. But that whole 2-3 months in, 4 months in, that type of shit, and I think some states even go to 6 months or 5 months or some shit. It's totally ridiculous. So guys, as people who are of faith, right, that pro-choice crap is completely crap. All right, so with that one, I'm conservative. The last two, I'm with the Democrats, the liberals, the gun control. With me, I believe in the right to bear arms. I just think that it needs to be more control over who are getting these guns. All right. So what you got going on in Chicago, right, is you have these arms dealers from neighboring states that come into Chicago and they sell these guns on the black market to these boys, fully automatic weapons. And the point being is what the more gun control would happen would be is these gun dealers, they will be more responsible about who they giving these guns to, where them guns going. See, they're just selling these guns, getting rid of these guns on the black market. And so what you want to do is you want to get stuff like that under control. But I do believe in the right to bear arms because I don't believe people kill people. I mean, guns kill people. I believe people with violent tendencies with guns kill people. So I don't think everybody should be punished. Because the main reason my argument are not against taking away guns is the criminals are still going to get them, right? So if you took everybody's gun away, so now the criminals just know, okay, these fools don't got no guns, but we do. So that's not an option because the criminals are still going to get their guns on the black market, right? Just like doing prohibition with the alcohol. People who want alcohol still going to get the alcohol. And that's the same thing when if you make guns illegal. Criminals are still going to get the guns, right? So that's not fair. But I think it needs to be some kind of control as into where the guns are not so widespread. I think I read somewhere or heard somewhere a few years ago somebody a stat that it's like enough guns in America that everybody can have 2 or 3 guns or something like that. That's ludicrous. How the fuck is so many guns in circulation in America that everybody can have 2 or 3 guns? That don't even make sense. Babies included. So you have babies walking around like Yosemite Sam. That is totally ridiculous. That is totally ridiculous. We need to get some type of gun control. So I'm actually, because most liberals, I think for the most part, I know you got California and New York that have don't want you even carrying guns, right? So I know we do got some liberals, but from what I understand about most liberals, that they believe in the right for you to bear arms. They just don't want you to be, they just don't want them so widespread where it's so easy for people who got mental issues. A lot of these people who do these shootings up and stuff like that, who do these mass shootings, a lot of these people have psychological issues that if they had to go and see a shrink or something, they wouldn't qualify for a gun. But since you don't have to do that, since you don't have to have no kind of mental evaluation, I don't really know how you would do it, but something needs to be done about people who have mental issues being able to have access to guns. That's what I'm saying. I haven't really sat down and thought about how we would go about correcting that, but something needs to be done about it's too easy for criminals to get their hands on guns. All right. So I'm actually with the liberals on that, but I do believe in the right to bear arms. I want to make sure y'all guys understand that. I'm not saying we should not bear arms. I just want gun control. All right. And lastly, guys, equal rights. I'm with the Dems on this. For all you guys that don't know, the LGBT community don't have all their rights. And contrary to what y'all guys might think, even though I'm against women on a lot of things and stuff like that, I do believe in equal pay type stuff. So in other words, like I told y'all guys, I done worked in companies before. You could tell that I just want everybody to have a fair shake. And that just comes from me being a minority, right? I want everybody to have a fair shake. The LGBT community and stuff like that right there, although the Bible speaks out against it or whatever, the thing what I say is this right here. If you're going to have America and you're going to have your countries built on equal rights and all this, that, and the other, and the land of the free, and You know, we don't discriminate. That's what America's been built on. Well, you can't do it here either. All right. So whether you guys, for all my guys who are here religious and stuff like that, the point is not for you to agree with the lifestyle, stuff like that. I'm speaking specifically on America. That if you're going to have where you built your foundation on everybody got the freedom of right, freedom of speech, you know, the First Amendment, Second Amendment protects all my rights, all this type of stuff right here. Well, and that's fine and dandy, but it got to work for everybody. It can't be, well, free speech and all this on the stuff that I want you to be. It can't work that way. It can't be that way. It got to go both ways. Okay, guys. So that's my situation with that. I believe that if you're gonna be America and you're gonna build on that they got to have the same rights everybody else have. That's just how I feel. So I'm with the liberals on that. I want everybody to have a fair shake. If that's how you're gonna build America, and you what you say makes us greater than other countries is our amendments and our freedoms and stuff like that. Well, it's got to be for everybody. Can't just be on what you like. I want dogs to have the same rights. I want cats to have their rights. I want everybody to have the same rights if that's what you're gonna build it on. Now, if you want to build Gestapo and you know, not let certain crowds have rights and stuff, well, then you got to say that. But if you're gonna hammer home, this the land of the brave and home of the free and all this other shit, well, then there you go. Everybody got to be that. But those are the four things, guys. And it's not just the LGBT community either, guys. It's just in general, minorities. Everybody. It's that I think the liberals fight hard to get an even playing field for everybody, not just the LGBT community, just in general, minorities, women, LGBT communities. I think the liberals work harder to try to get a level playing field. Okay, guys. So those are the reasons why, like I told you guys, I'm an independent. And I've been removed myself from the voting process. I really just don't even care. None they do really to me affects me, and none of them could get in and do what they say they're gonna do. I'm not telling you guys to do that. You guys, I prefer you guys to go vote or whatever. I'm just telling you as me, I don't. I just really don't even care no more. You know what I do? I depend on me. That's what I do. I depend on me. I've been stopped worrying about what Washington do. I've been stopped worrying. I told you guys that when Obama was in office, I was flat broke. And when Trump was in office, I've been making money. And that had nothing to do with neither one of them. It's not like Obama policies was holding me down and Trump policies enhanced me or enriched me. It was my mindset changed. That was it. And I quickly realized all my life I had been so fascinated with politics, thinking that politics control the destiny of my life, and it doesn't. What I realized is that I control it. And that's when I lost faith. When I said, man, all this long time, I used to be so gung-ho on these elections because I wanted Congress to change my life. I thought that they was responsible. If I could just get the right Democrat in there and he gonna cut me a right check and he gonna give me enough, entitlements to change my life. You see what I'm saying, guys? That's what I used to depend on. And what I depend on now is I just depend on myself and investing. That's what I try to lose, that consumer mindset, put the work in, work smarter, not harder, guys. And now I depend on myself. So that's why I don't vote no more. So for any of you guys, well, you're not a high value man, you don't vote. Motherfucker, you go vote. I'm not telling y'all guys not to vote. I'm just telling you me. I just worry about me. I don't care about none of that no more. I don't. What they gonna do, they gonna do. Now, if you voting for a politician and they could actually get in office and actually do what they say they do, I'll probably be enthusiastic to go vote. But me just simply knowing that they have really no power by themselves and that they gonna get in office, and then no matter who in office, you can rarely get anything. Just to put in perspective, Donald Trump won the election. He had a Republican Senate, right? Put this in perspective. And he still couldn't get half the shit he still couldn't get 75% of the shit he wanted done, even though he had the Senate. You see what I'm saying? So how can I get enthusiastic when a guy get in office and he got the Senate and he still can't get nothing done? So how am I supposed to get gung-ho and geeked up to go out and vote when even if the guy who I vote for get in office, even if he get the same party in the Senate, you still get stonewalled. It's crazy. So that's why you heard Obama talking about some Congress is broke. Hell yeah, it's broke. It's broke as hell when you got the president and the Senate in office and you still can't get your agenda pushed when you got the president and the Senate. That's all I'm saying, guys. All right. I'll get back with you guys later. What's up, fellas? So I had a patron supporter that wanted to know what kind of ways people will hate on you once you become a high value man. Okay, guys. And so I came up with 3 ways that I've seen in my life that people would try to hate on you once you become a high value man, once you reach success. All right. The number 1 way, guys, is, and you guys are going to see this a lot as you guys become more and more successful, is they're going to minimize your success. They're going to try to take your moment away from you. Okay, so let's put this in perspective, right? So let me give you an example. So let's hypothetically say your business is going good and you get to a point to where you're able to buy a house. Let's say the house is $500,000 house or something. What you guys are going to see is they're going to name somebody else who got a bigger house than you. Or they might say, well, why didn't you move to this neighborhood? As to say, this ain't good enough. So they're going to steal your moment away from you. They're going to try to, if you buy a Bentley, they're going to ask you, why didn't you get the Rolls Royce? Okay. When you guys reach success, expect to hear that when you around people that are hating on you, this is specifically for people hating on you because everybody's not going to hate on you. But when you get around a hater, what you're going to know is when you say something, accomplishment, or you did something, what they're going to do right behind it is they're going to try to put you back in your place and remind you that you ain't all that. All right. So they're going to minimize your accomplishment no matter what it is. You had a video went viral. PewDiePie did 8 million on his last video. They just going to minimize it. Okay, guys. So be prepared for that. If you hear that little condescending tone that what they're trying to do is they're trying to remind you, you ain't did shit. Okay, guys. Number 2, and this probably be the biggest one, specifically if you guys got people that you're tight with, they're going to cut you off. They're going to pull back from you. The same way you pull back from women, they are going to pull back from you. So normally say you guys saw your friends on the weekend or whatever, what you're going to start seeing is all of a sudden they won't have as much time for you. Now, that was one I used to see back in the day when I used to actually make a lot of friends or whatever. I don't really do that no more because the reason I don't now is because I done seen this from people. Man, I just know human nature just from my life, guys, what I understand. And you guys just have to see this. And do you run across some people that are genuinely good people? I'm going to tell you guys this. You won't know until you level up. You won't know. You can't say my boys because you ain't shit and they ain't shit. Or if your boys are doing good and you're doing good, then fine. What I'm saying is, if you make 30 grand and your friend make 30 grand and you level up and now you making 200 grand and he's still making 30 grand, that is going to create a fucking problem. I guarantee. If he's single and you single, y'all are best buds to the end. If he stays single or he get a fat girl and you go get a super hot dime piece model, I am promising you that's going to cause an issue. Now, he is going to want to pull back because he don't want to see your success. That's the way. If you wonder why he would cut you off, it's because you are a constant reminder that he ain't shit. And I'm not calling him shit, but that's how he feel about himself. All right. Being around you is a constant reminder that he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. And it pisses him off. Okay, guys? So expect that you're going to have friends that cut you off. It's not they're trying to cut you off because they really upset at you doing well. They're cutting you off because they don't want that constant reminder that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's why they're going to cut you off. All right? And if you guys go through that, have y'all ever heard the phrase, "is lonely at the top"? I don't know what wise man created that line, but it's a very wise line. Because usually it's like this. usually you have to isolate yourself from people because of their jealousy or begging, or they'll isolate you because you doesn't give, right? You don't give, so they'll pull back from you. They don't have nothing to do with you because you ain't helping them, or they don't want to be around you because your success constantly reminds them that they're not doing what they're supposed to do. All right, that's what the phrase "is lonely at the top" means. Is that it's isolated. People cut you off, or you got to cut people off. At the end of the day, what you find out a lot of the times is you alone. This makes a lot of people question whether success is even worth it. To me, it is. To me, it is. Okay, guys. I tell you like this right here. I'd rather have a friend who cuts me off because he don't want to see my accomplishments than a guy that's begging me all the time. I tell you, I'd just rather you cut me off. Then I don't want nobody just begging me all the fucking time, asking me and shit all the time. I don't like that. Okay, guys. And the last one, and this is a big one that you guys got to look out for. They will lie on you, guys. They will lie on you. What they're going to try to do is they're going to try to outcast you. So what they would do is they'll probably go tell another friend something you said that you didn't even say. They just flat out lie on you. So that now everybody around, and it's the issue. Most people won't even come tell you that they said that because they don't want to be messy. Okay? So if Jeremy tells Miranda that Tom said this about her, Miranda doesn't want to go to Tom and ask, did you tell Jeremy that I said that about? Because she doesn't want to cause a conflict. But what will happen is Miranda will become withdrawn from you and you won't even know why. It's because he's running his ass around spreading lies, telling people you said this, you said that, and you don't even know what's going on. All thing you know is you just see all of a sudden everybody seems to be acting funny and you don't know why. Because you got one little lying son of a bitch in there running around telling lies on you. Usually telling people shit you said that you didn't say. So a lot of you guys are going to see that too. You're going to see people pull back and you won't know why. You can kind of understand that, you know, some people, you lose some people along the way. But when you see that everybody kind of like pulling back, drifting back, this son of a bitch could be going around spreading lies on you. All right, you could have a hater that's doing that. So you guys got to be prepared for that. And these things I just said, guys, because that minimize your success might not seem that big compared to the other two, but it's big because they steal your moment. All right, they steal your energy, right? And so what y'all guys got to understand is a lot of stuff haters do is to steal your energy and joy, to get under your skin. Do y'all guys understand that? So I just want you guys to understand that with everything, with success, with anything in life, there's some good and bad, and even becoming successful because you have haters. What I will tell you guys about haters is this. If you don't have no haters, what I've learned in life is you're not doing anything. Like I have haters on YouTube. Do y'all guys think I would be having haters on YouTube if my videos was getting 800 views, 1,000 views a video? No, it don't work that way, guys. You have to be doing something to cause haters. So when you don't have any haters, that's when you should start worrying. That's what I've learned in my life. Is that the day people stop hating on you, that now is the time to worry. That's what I've learned. You guys got to learn how to love your haters. They are a measuring stick of your success. I know it's easy to say. Everybody say that, oh, you gotta love the hate. They mean you. And then until they start hating, then you want to kill everybody, right? But that's what I've learned to adapt, that mindset, that they are a measure of my success. It takes a while to get there. It doesn't happen overnight. It took me a couple of years to get there, but I'm there now. And I give them none of my energy. I don't respond to them. I don't argue with them or nothing, guys. All right. I know this ain't just YouTube. I'm talking about just in life in general. Okay, guys. But those are the 3 ways people are going to hate on you once you become a high value man, guys. All right. I'll get back with you guys later.